Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a set that I have. The previous picture was what the set looked like, and now I have already filed the white part off. The white part was colored acrylic, some acrylic that I made. I filed the acrylic off and the purple gel polish off. Filed the nail down and reshaped it so I can do a fill. After I did all the filing of the removal of the colored polish, of the colored acrylic, which was the white, and the colored gel polish, I am now prepping it with the primer. And now after the primer is put on, that's when I'm going to go ahead and do the fill with the acrylic. I'm sorry, I'm just getting up and I'm trying to do this voiceover. This is going to be my second voiceover video. That was my Mia Secrets primer that I use, and that's my Mia Secrets acrylic that I use, the multi-balance pink that I use to do the fill. So right now I'm about to go ahead and get started with doing the fill for this set. And right there, that's my daughter, by the way, the worst client ever. By there, where she was lifting her pointy finger up, she was reminding me, Mom, you didn't file and shape this nail. That was a nail that I had to remove off because when I was filing the white acrylic off, I filed it down so much, not paying attention, error on my part, where I had to just go ahead and just remove that pointy fingernail. So I end up just putting another nail on to replace it. And after I put the nail on, at some point when I finish putting this acrylic on, these 3 or 4 fingers on on this hand, when I get finished doing the fill for those 4 fingers, I'm going to go ahead and file that replacement nail. And then after I file the replacement nail, I'm going to go ahead and actually just put the acrylic on that nail as a new nail. So you'll see that coming up in the video as well. And like I said, yeah, this child is the worst client ever. But yeah, I'll go ahead and finish watching. I'll come back and just inform you as we go. And also, I forgot to mention, this whole set that she has on was a set. They're not tips. This was a set that was sculptured, so I used a little sculpture form to form a nail. And all of her nails are nothing but full acrylic. There's no tips on her on this set, except for that one nail I had to replace. I actually put a tip on there, but the rest of the nails are all just acrylic because I sculptured this set about 3 weeks ago. So it's time for a fill, and I'm just refilling the acrylic with the multi-balance pink from Mia Secrets. Again, yeah, just thought about that. This is not a set of tip nails. This is a sculptured set, coffin set that I did for her. Okay, so this is where I am about to, I just finished doing that last finger, the fourth nail. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that uh, pointy finger that I had to replace. I got to excuse my ghetto-ness with this towel. I don't have a vent, so I use like a little blanket to do all my filing and stuff on so it can catch all the dust and particles from the nails. And then you'll see me fold it to cover up all that dust and stuff when I'm doing whatever else I'm doing to the nails. But right here is anyway, right here is where I'm filing that tip that I had to put on to shape it to the coffin shape. And after I filed the edges and buff the corner part of the tip of the nail that's blended in with the nail, or whatever, after I file the and shape it to the coffin shape, I'm going to go ahead and put the acrylic on that finger right there. You see I'm dusting it off, and I'm about to cover all that dust back up and, and go ahead and use the acrylic to go ahead and put the acrylic on that finger, the pointy finger. And then I'll be moving on to the next hand. So keep watching. So this thumbnail is the off-white acrylic that I made. It's still on the thumb because when I was filing the off-white acrylic off all the nails, I realized when I put this off-white on the thumbnail, I didn't base coat the nail with the clear first. So I just pretty much just filed this off-white down, and after I filed it down, I just figured I'll just keep it on there, file it down, and just go ahead and just do a regular fill with it. So I just went over it and did the fill in. So that's the only reason why this thumbnail still has white acrylic on it, or cream off-white acrylic on it, and the other nails don't. I usually, when I do a colored acrylic, I usually base coat the nail with some clear acrylic. That way, when you come back for a fill-in or your nails to be done over, you can file off the colored acrylic, and up under that color acrylic, you'll still have clear nails like hers. So just thought I'd add that in there in case anyone was wondering why is the thumbnail still white. But anyway, now after all the nails have been filled in, I'm getting a regular hand file, and I am going to reshape them, because when you add product, of course, to the nail, it kind of takes the shape away a little. So I'm just reshaping the sides with the hand file, and then I'm going to get the electric file, which is for short, an E-file. I'm going to get that and go across and around the cuticle area to file that down, make sure there's no acrylic on the cuticles. And that, of course, in case anybody was wondering, is what prevents the nails from lifting within that first week or second week, or at any point, using that E-file to go around the cuticle area real good and make sure there's pretty much like no contact from the acrylic, or no contact with the acrylic and the actual cuticle. So the E-file is good for making sure that doesn't happen. So yep, just keep watching and you'll see me do that point as well. So at this point, after the nails have been filled in and reshaped, I'm going to go ahead and, filled in and filed and reshaped. This is where I'm going to buff all the nails to get rid of all the scratches, double check and make sure there's no unevenness of the nails, like no bumps and lumps in the nails, pretty much. Make sure the nails are smooth. At one point I did look at one of the nails, I think it was on her left hand, and it looked like the tip of it was her middle finger, I believe it was. I didn't apply enough product on the tip of the nail, so you'll see me go back and add more acrylic to that part, just the tip. Definitely don't feel bad about doing that, applying more acrylic when needed and where needed. You definitely just want to make sure that's done. That's why it's always good to look at your nails from all angles, as my girl Natalie would tell us in her tutorials. Just look at your nail at all angles, and wherever you feel like you need to add more acrylic, just add more acrylic there, because you definitely want to make sure you have enough product and it's also even and nice and smooth. So you'll see me go back when I'm finished buffing and add a little more acrylic on the tip of one of her fingers, the middle finger. I think it was on her left hand. So keep watching. So at this point, while I'm waiting on that one nail to dry so I can go ahead and do the whole set, I was pulling out some little nitbits and trinkets, pretty much nail designs and stuff, because I had the girl Seed, which is my daughter, worst client, aka, claimed she wanted some Halloween nails. So she wanted orange. I was trying to get her to get some orange and black, and I can throw some little circles or something in there. She didn't want it. So pretty much that's all this footage you see here. I'm trying to give her different ideas. And that right there, I was like, no, that's not Halloween. Nothing on here is Halloween. So that's what this part is. And eventually you'll see me get the polish and start polishing her nails with the gel polish. I thought I would put some black in there, just a little, and she was like, no, I just don't want any half and half nails. So I end up removing the black off and just polished her nails with orange gel polish, and she just wanted some black stripes on a couple of the nails, and that was it. So you eventually see me do that part all the way up to the end, which is when her nails is finally polished and done. Oh my gosh, like I said, worst client ever. But this is where I went ahead and filed that one nail that I had to add more acrylic to, and smoothed it out and buffed it out. And then after that, you'll see me go ahead and start applying the polish, or the gel polish. So after everything has been done, the fill-in has been done, the filing has been done, the shaping and reshaping has been done, you always want to dust the hand off and then get something like, I use alcohol pads. You can have them wash their hands or just take a paper towel or something that's wet, preferably with alcohol, to remove dust and particles from around the fingers. It is important to do that, because if you don't wipe all the dust off the nails when you start applying your polish, you will end up seeing that you are actually polishing some dust in some of the nails, and you'll see the dust in the nails. So that's why it's important to really wipe the nail real good. Like I said, I prefer to use alcohol pads, which I get from my sister-in-law. She usually get a lot of them, so I use alcohol pads. If you don't have alcohol pads and you want to use some 99% alcohol, which is the kind that you're supposed to use, you can just put them on a little napkin or something and just wipe around the cuticle area real good and up underneath the nail to remove the residue from the acrylic and also remove the dust. With this polish that I'm using, it's a really pretty color. I don't know if it's getting old. I purchased it from Sally's. It was actually on sale, so I purchased it from Sally's. But I realized that I had to put at least 3 or 4 coats on it because I just wasn't comfortable with the way the application was applying on the nail. But you'll see me put several coats on it. In between each coat, I cured it, had her cure the hand for 60 seconds. And once I finish applying the nail polish or the gel polish on the hands, if you see me grab a little brush and go around the cuticle area, that's just because I saw, or I'm wiping, or I'm putting gel polish. Gel polish is getting somewhere on the cuticles or something, so I'm using that little brush with some acetone to remove it. this the part right here where I was trying to add some little black design on there, and she was like, no, I don't want any black. I just want solid colors, and I hate solid colors. But I took it off with my little brush and acetone. I removed it off, and I'm just going over all the nails with orange as the client requested. And again, that little brush is me removing gel polish from the cuticle area. I was trying to be as neat as possible applying this color, but for some reason I just didn't like the way it was acting, so I was just putting it on there and using my little handy dandy brush to remove any cuticle polish that was, or any polish that was landing on a cuticle area. But yeah, this is the part where I'm just applying the nail polish. So the several coats, which is probably, I think it was about 3 coats on a couple of the fingers, but several coats have been applied on the nails, and this is me getting my little striper. It's my Alpha Brush striper. Gotta excuse the crazy wiggly line from the brush hairs. It kind of looks retarded, but it was working. But that is an Alpha Brush striper. I really like that it still worked, even though I couldn't get those hairs to straighten up. But yeah, this is where I was just throwing some random little lines. She said she just wanted lines. So I just threw some little lines in there. I was thinking to put some Tony the Tiger lines in there, but I was like, no, she probably would have set up and complained about it. So I just put some little random lines in because she said she just wanted some black lines in there. But this is where I was doing that at. And once that is done, I'm going to put the top coat on, my Model 1's gel top coat, no wipe, on and cure it, and then it'll be finished and you'll be able to see the final look at the end. But yeah, I'm still working on my recording and editing and voiceover. This is officially my second voiceover video. I definitely want to thank you so much for supporting. If you actually watched the whole video, double thank you. But I will make the videos shorter. That's my goal. I have this new iPhone, so I'm still learning how to use it. At this point now, like I said, I'm just gonna work on figuring out how to chop my videos down so I can pretty much show the main points of my work that needs to be seen. And the voiceover part, I have that down packed. I just have to work on shortening my videos. But other than that, thank you so much again for supporting and for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video if you like it, share the video if you want to share it, and please leave a comment. Give me some pointers, if you will. You know, it's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. I'm definitely open to take it. I've been doing nails for a while, but this is my first time branching out, doing other people's nails, and I've been doing others' nails for about 3.5, 4 months now. So anyway, more videos to come. See you in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe, like my channel, and share if you want. And I don't mind if you leave comments. Thank you. Till next time.